do people stay in them? This morning, personality profiler Dr. Levak is here with more. I think we all know somebody that's in this relationship that they shouldn't be. Why do they stay in them?
Some recent research has come out, and they have found this phenomenon called the sunk cost fallacy of relationships. The longer you stay in, the more money that you have involved with your partner, the more effort you put in, the harder it is to leave.
Really?
And yes.
So they're like quantifying the whole thing?
Well, they asked people, they did a study and they found that that was true. But people stay for a number of reasons. One is they keep thinking maybe it'll change. Sometimes if the physical relationship's really good, people put up with a lot of bad stuff. And sometimes there are kids involved if they're married. And then people are afraid maybe they can't do better. So there are a number of reasons, but it's hard to get out.
There's red flags, obviously. Can we point at
Early on.
Can we point at maybe one thing that's a definite, this relationship is over, leave the relationship thing that we can look out for? A lot of people don't recognize the problems.
I think that if your spouse or your partner cheats, now we've had many marriages where one partner cheated and they get through it and it's stronger than ever. But if your partner consistently lies, if they're verbally abusive, if you can't problem solve and you dread the idea of being with your partner and you avoid each other, and there's physical or verbal abuse, you've got to get out.
There was an article, a very interesting one that I read not too long ago about like warning signs. And I think you even touched on this one time when you were here, that there are certain things like if you can't respect your partner or words that you say to one another, those are red flags that you are not in a good relationship.
Contempt.
Contempt, that was it, yes.
If you show contempt to each other, you know those relationships that you find awkward to be around. She says something, he goes, "What? That's so dumb." They put each other down constantly.
Yeah, that's not good.
Or if you're at their house and she calls them from upstairs or something, he goes, "What?" You know, where there's constant.
You shouldn't say that.
Well, my husband does that to me all the time.
Well, that's okay if it's occasional bickering, if there are occasional spats. But it's that contempt, that feeling that you don't feel safe with your partner.
I see.
Where you don't feel like you can be vulnerable and real. Something's really wrong.
Okay, what about maybe you're good, but your friend is, and you recognize all of these traits and all of these things of a bad relationship in your friend's relationship. Do you say something?
It's very dangerous, isn't it? Because they may end up together and then they don't forgive you. Rather than saying you're in a bad relationship, I think I would ask them questions. Well, what's she like when this happens, really? And how do you feel about that? I would feel really bad in that situation, but how do you feel? Maybe help them see their relationship objectively. But I don't think, unless they're really good friends or a family member, it's hard to say, you know what, I really don't think this is going to work.
So even then, it's like...
Even then, it's tough. It's tough.
It's very tough.
Sometimes,
and super awkward.
Super awkward.
But then you don't say anything, and then a couple years later, it's like, well, why didn't you tell me like that first?
They do say that.
Then you just give them the look.
They do say that. Why didn't you tell me if you knew?
Dr. Levak, thank you for being here.